It looks like this is the person that Blake is saying had repeated issues with Justin Baldoni and Wayfair. The interesting thing for me with this declaration of Claire, I don't even know who this is. But what does this have to do with Blake's case? This is my biggest question, is what does this have to do with Blake's case? Blake's case has to do with It Ends With Us. And SH on the set of It Ends With Us. What does this, even if this happened, what does it have to do with Blake's case? I don't understand. This reads to me more like a character statement than anything else. So it looks like this is the person that had that problem. I don't think anyone picked this person. I don't even know who this is. So Claire Ayoub, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm not doing it to be an ass. All right. Wrote and directed Empire Waste, which was produced by Wayfair Studios, LLC. Justin Baldoni, founder of Wayfair, was a producer. As part of my work on Empire Waste, I repeated negative interactions with Mr. Baldoni's associates, including verbal abuse by Mr. Baldoni. I asked Wayfair that Mr. Baldoni not be permitted on set during the majority of production as a result of those experiences. Number 3, Empire Waste was set to be released in the fall of 2024. In August of that year, as a result of my experiences with Mr. Baldoni and ongoing press coverage related to Mr. Baldoni and It Ends With Us, I requested that he not be involved in Empire Waste marketing or public relations efforts. Wayfair agreed to my request. Number 4, less than a week after reaching that agreement, I was contacted by the assistant to Steve Sarowitz, the co-founder and co-chairman of Wayfair, to schedule a time for me and Mr. Sarowitz to speak. Number 5, Mr. Sarowitz's assistant did not identify a topic for the meeting. I imagine you know what the topic of the meeting is going to be about. I feared that Mr. Sarowitz wanted to discuss my recent request relating to Mr. Baldoni, worried that Mr. Sarowitz might pressure me to abandon the prior agreement that I had reached with Wayfair. I recorded our meeting. 6, a true and correct copy of that recording, produced in discovery as BL000033428, is being submitted with this declaration as Exhibit 1. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. And I'm assuming that, 1, this is a state where you don't need both parties to approve of the recording. I'm not American, so I don't know all the laws in regards to that. But number 2, if I was in this situation with Claire, first of all, I would assume that's what's going to be the topic of the meeting. I have never had my bosses tell me what the topic of the meeting is. It's like, Ashley, can you be available, or we're making you available at this time? I have never once had a boss tell me what the topic of the meeting is going to be. So I don't see how that's a big deal. Also, what does this have to do with Blake's case? I genuinely don't understand what this has to do with Blake's case. And then Exhibit 1 is the recording. It is still not available. It might become available later today. Maybe they're working through this. I don't know why this took so long, but we still don't have the recording of what was said. Now, we do know that Wayfair said, put it all out there. We want the truth out there. They are the ones that asked for this all to be released. My opinion, Blake Lively is doing all this because she knows. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Take this as a grain of salt. Throw it in the fuck it bucket, if you will. Because what do I know about law? What do I know about American law? Because I'm not even American. But I feel like Blake Lively and her lawyers know that this has nothing to do with her case. That it's just, again, Ezra pulling a PR stunt. Because you know, like, you want to talk about what's going to happen with PR today. Justin's PR is going to be a disaster. His Google is going to be an absolute disaster because of it. I want to figure out who this is, because I can guarantee no one got this right. There is no way one person guessed this movie. I've never even heard of this movie. If it happens fast, where headlines are picking this up on a Saturday, it's not organic. So is this the movie? This must be the movie. Oh God, don't play. I'm going to get struck, even though it's on. I'll probably clip this piece, but this is the movie. Oh, Rainn Wilson. I love Rainn Wilson. I just started rewatching The Office. Such a Rainn Wilson fan. Okay, so this is the movie apparently. I wonder what Rainn has to say. If he was on the set, I wonder what he has to say about all of this, because I imagine he would know if it was a toxic set. Okay, so that Claire is the director, also the writer. We have the cast here. Producers, Justin Baldoni, amongst many others. It looks like Steve Sarowitz is an executive producer on it. I genuinely don't know this movie or who these people are. If someone had offered me $10 million and said, Ashley, pick who this is about and the movie it's about, I would have lost the $10 million because I didn't even know this movie that it existed or was a thing. I've never heard of this Claire person. I would have had to give up the $10 million. There's Deadline. Ugh, Deadline. This is back in 2024, July. Blue Fox Entertainment sends North American release for a coming-of-age pick, Empire Waste, starring Mia Kaplan, Rainn Wilson, and Missy Piley. So Blue Fox Entertainment announced on Tuesday that it will be bringing Wayfair Studios' body-positive, coming-of-age YA film, Empire Waste, starring Mia Kaplan, Rainn, and Missy, to theaters across the U.S. and Canada on September 27th, marketing the debut feature of writer-director Claire Ayoub. I'm definitely mispronouncing that. I always feel bad. Whose script was ranked as the #1 comedy on the Blacklist in 2019. The film follows Leonore Miller Kaplan, an overweight, insecure teen whose talent for fashion is discovered by her confident, plus-sized classmate. In conjunction with Empire Waste's theatrical release, the filmmakers will soon unveil the Empire Waste Confidence Curriculum, a free resource on body image and body confidence for tweens, teens, and adults. Produced in association with Ayoub's Try Anyway Productions, American High, Wayfair Studios, and PG Studios. Picks cast also includes Jolene Purdy. Okay, it lists a bunch of people. The film was produced by Crystal Collins, Justin Baldoni, and Andrew Kolev. Steve Sarowitz, Jeremy Garlick, Will Phelps, Molly DeBarlo, Kimberly it's like always horrible for me to pronounce names. Doenbayern and Anna Salfield served as executive producers. Let's go back to what was unsealed today. So negative interactions with Mr. Baldoni, including verbal abuse. Hey, I'm not going to justify it. If it comes out and Justin was like calling her names and calling her stupid and all this, like, I can't imagine. I can't see it, but hey, I'm open to being proven wrong. But if that comes out, then okay. But what is verbal abuse? Are you not getting your way? Are you feeling like you should have more control than you're being given? Like, what are the negative interactions? And that's the thing too, is we all have a certain perception of what negative interactions are. Is it just you guys weren't seeing eye to eye? I don't know. And you could frame that as negative interactions, but it doesn't mean he was stepping outside anything that's inappropriate. And again, what does this have to do with Blake Lively? Is she going to try and take this as like, this is why we had to cut him out of the marketing? Is that the angle she's going with? Is it's not like, but then again, has Blake Lively just forgotten about her SH claims? Is she going to try and go the route of this is why he had to be cut out from the marketing of It Ends With Us? But if that's the route she's going of like, look, he was cut out of the marketing of another movie. That's why I had to cut him out. Like there's this proven, I'm just trying to think of where I'm trying to put myself in Blake Lively's shoes. And let me tell you, it's not a brain you want to be in. If she's trying to go that route of this is why he was cut out of the marketing, et cetera, because, you know, he has this history being verbally abusive. It wasn't just me. What does any of this have to do with SH? Like, girlfriend just forgot about the SH at this point. Yeah, scraping the barrel. And that's what I'm trying to do is like, where is she going with this? I'm trying to put myself in her shoes. not a place you want to be. That's the only thing I can think of. Because we just read the CRD complaint and she's going on and on about the marketing and how he had to be cut out of it. And then he goes rogue and does his own marketing. But again, what does this have to do? Even if, and then it's a character reference, essentially. Is it happened on other sets? Well, doesn't mean it happened on It Ends With Us. And I don't think at any point, is there any point that Blake has claimed he was verbally abusive? Help me out, guys. I can't remember if at any point Blake said verbally abusive. I mean, she didn't like that he asked about her weight. And she talks about being called sexy, but I don't remember at any point her saying he was verbally abusive. So again, what does this have to do with anything? She went with the SH angle from the start, not that he was verbally abusive, not that, you know, he was, where is it? Yeah, that's the words. Those are the words that are used here. Verbally abused by Mr. Baldoni. And that's why he was not permitted. She's never taken that angle. This is all part of Blake's I deserve treble damages. How does that make sense? I genuinely do not understand how it has anything to do with her treble damages. So these are attached as exhibits to the notice of Blake Lively's motion for attorney's fees, treble damages, and punitive damages under California Civil Code Section 47.1. That's the proof that she has. Oh, and there it's unredacted. Please take notice that for the reasons stated in the accompanying memorandum of law in support of Blake Lively's motion for attorney's fees, treble damages, and punitive damages under California Civil Code Section 47.1, and the accompanying declarations of Ezra Hudson and Claire Ayoub, with the exhibits attached thereto, the undersigned will move this court before Judge J. Lewis Lyman of the United States, blah, 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 to award attorney's fees and costs, treble damages, punitive damages for something that didn't even happen on the set of It Ends With Us. Judge, we have proof. We have proof he yelled at somebody. We have proof that Justin was completely inappropriate on the set. Oh, sorry, the proof isn't actually from the It Ends With Us set. The proof, allegedly, is from a different set. And the craziest part for me is the audio is with Steve Sarowitz. It's not even with Justin Baldoni. What? So it's still a trust me, bro, that Justin spoke to me in an inappropriate way. And even if on the recording you have her saying, yeah, but he said this to me, and then Steve saying something else, it's still not an audio recording of Justin having treated her in a certain way or verbally abusing her. So, okay, Judge, please award us attorney's fees, treble damages, punitive damages, because we have proof he verbally abused someone, which has nothing to do with SH, which has nothing to do with my claims. Hell, it doesn't even have anything to do with my movie. And the audio is not of Justin, but based on this, give me what I want. What? I just can't believe this. The proof happened to another person, allegedly, based on their experience with Justin, but the audio is with Steve Sarowitz. No, still audio recording under seal. All right, my friends, we tried. We gave it a solid effort to see what was behind here. I imagine it will be out shortly. So keep refreshing, keep checking it out. I imagine it'll be up shortly. They're probably just dealing with the audio. You would have thought they'd have it all ready to go at once, but apparently not. An honor to be here with you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I'll keep an eye. I'm not going to go live again today in regards to this, but I'll post it on Instagram if it does come out, if the transcript does come out. All right, my friends. Hopefully we have more answers soon. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. What I found, nobody wants to hear it.